This is the error most people make. They square out here and they stay off axis. This hand has to come straight first because I need a lever arm. I need a lever arm, okay? When I pull this arm down, and I pull it down with force, over the top, pull it down with force. When I pull that down, this is my joint or pivot point. It pulls my feet back underneath and back on the somersaulting axis, okay? So somersault actually makes twist. The stronger your somersault, the faster you'll twist, because somersault is maintained in magnitude and direction. So if I start a front 3.5 somersault, okay, and it's going end over my body's pretty long, even if I'm in a tuck. But if I start that much somersault, that's my angular momentum. That's the amount of somersault I have for a 3.5. Now if I take my body and I tilt it off axis, okay, remember somersault is maintained in magnitude and direction. So it's going this way. I can't change that. It's going this way. However, if I take my body, which was this way, and I turn it this way, somersault's now going over my hips. What's the difference of the circumference of my hips and the circumference of my body? A lot smaller. So our velocity, our speed, is going to go crazy. Okay, so if I can drop off axis to the side and do a log roll, you watch Toby out there going 4.5 twists the other day? He does arm stand back double at 3.5 twists. It's 4.3. He does back 2.5 at 3.5 twists. I get him completely off axis sideways, and he'll do 4.5 twists in the time most people do 2.5 twists. Okay, because I pull him totally off axis. So it's going around his hips instead of around even his shoulder and his toe this way, which is shorter than this. Okay, this is shorter than this, but if I lay sideways on a log roll, now get back on, and he's down here, he has to come up and over the top, well, this arm, up and over the top to get back on axis. And he's got to work that hard. Okay? And if he drops this arm this way, that doesn't work. A lot of coaches will teach you to uncoil this way. You just canceled yourself. That's why this hand comes straight out and this hand over top to bring you back on axis. I have 8 cameras and I can do 3-dimensional twisting analysis. So I did that for a while, figure out what was going on. Hundreds of hours just trying to figure out, okay, what if I move this arm this way? What if I move this arm this way? Okay, and that's why I do the grease lightning a lot, because people go grease lightning burn, and they're all over the place. Because they come off their head and they go, oh, where's the water? You know? And now they're just breaking eardrum, you know? So it has to be over top and in the neutral plane. In the neutral plane to get you back on axis. Crazy, huh? Okay, so now how do we go into a twist? Let's go into our front twister.